Oh, happy bridesmaid, make a happy bride. And oh, what a pleasant truth I learned. For while the tender service made thee weep, I loved thee for the tear thou couldst not hide.
And pressed thy hand, and knew the pressed returned.
You know Tennyson?
Maybe that's a poem that should wait until after we're married.
We're there.
Well, let's hope they like me. 3 babes there.
Just don't get Father talking about fruit and crops. He'll go on all night.
And one about his most precious apple.
There he is.
What is it? Good journey?
Yes. Father, meet my fiancé, George.
Mr. Burnham, sir. Alice has told me a lot about you.
Yeah, she's told me a lot about you too.
Only my good points, I hope, sir.
Well, I look forward to getting better acquainted.
Now introduce me to your friend. How was your journey?
I see Mrs. Pankhurst has been arrested again. Did I tell you I went to a demonstration in London?
No, you didn't.
You're not going to throw yourself under a horse or anything stupid like that, are you, Alice?
Oh, I might. Why shouldn't a woman have the right to die for her beliefs?
I don't know who put all this suffragette nonsense into your head.
I think, sir, it's only a matter of time before women get the vote. And are treated as responsible adults.
Women are silly, giddy creatures. Well, most of them.
You insult your daughter, sir.
Well, Alice is my daughter. I'll insult her all I like.
How did you meet Alice?
At the Methodist chapel in Southsea, where she was nursing.
You're a Methodist.
Well, I endeavour to attend wherever I am to be.
Do you live in Southsea?
No, I was just staying there. Business.
What business are you in?
The business of being a gentleman, Mr. Burnham.
Quite a business, that. Being a gentleman.
Well, I have independent means. I understand you're a fruit grower, sir.
Yeah. I've got 70 acres.
I'm sure Father will show you around his orchard later.
These are independent means. How did you come by them?
I was left money by a rich aunt. I have my bank books and my private papers for you to inspect later, sir.
I've no need to do that. I think I'm a better judge of people. It's character that makes a man, not what he's got in the bank.
What's the matter?
I'm sorry, I just don't like people probing into my business.
He has every right to ask if you're to marry me.
Alice, let's get married next week. Away from me.
Oh, George, we can't. We must get married here in the village. George, if there's something you're not telling me about your past, I'd rather you told me now.
I was sent to a reformatory when I was 9 years old. My father, he died when I was inside.
What did you do?
It's not important. It was just a small theft. Let's just leave it at that.
George, you were 9 years old.
Alice, can I have a word, please?
Yes.
Oh, Alice, please.
I am not listening to you.
Or would you rather listen to your father? You don't know anything about this man, his background, where he got his money from.
His aunt left it to him.
I thought you said his father was a commercial traveller.
Don't you dare tell him I told you.
And he's from the East End of London, and in this family is a wealthy aunt who leaves him £2,500.
It's none of your business.
Well, if you're going to marry this man, it is our business, very much. You're so vulnerable and defenceless.
I'm not vulnerable and defenceless. Just because I'm living away from home.
Which makes you even more our responsibility. This man is a charlatan, a fraud. Your father and I can see through him. Seaside towns are full of men like that, preying on young girls like you.
Girls like me? What is a girl like me? You just think all women are too stupid to think for themselves.
Alice, I want this man out of the house.
Oh, I see. You've both conspired against me, have you?
No, we've done no such thing.
You just don't like me having my liberty. What do you know? All you know about is growing apples.
Get out!
I'm leaving. And I'm taking my future husband with me.
They've made their minds up not to like me. You do know that.
They said you were a charlatan.
And is that what you think I am? You think I'm a fraud? Alice, I have £1,300 with Lloyd's Bank. I have enough money to keep you in comfort for the rest of your life.
George, it's not important.
I love you. How long have we got to the next station?
George, I can't. George, you must. George, I can't. You mustn't.
I can. And I damn well will.
In answer to your application regarding my parentage, my...
Mr. and Mrs. Smith,
Mrs. Crossley.
come on in out the cold. The two of you look perished. Welcome to Blackpool.
Thank you, Mrs. Crossley.
It's only a bed sitting room, but it's large and cheery. How long would you be wanting it for?
Probably a week.
As I said in my letter, that would be 10 shillings. I hope that's all right.
Perfectly.
Is there a bath?
There is a bath, plumbed in, the first in the street. My daughter, Maisie, she'll take you up and show you the room. Will you have some tea?
No, thank you, Mrs. Crossley. It's upstairs. The room. Thank you, Maisie.
Thank you.
Do we have to stay somewhere like this?
Oh, it's only for a week. We can find a proper house of our own.
Well then, it's got Blackpool Tower this afternoon, the Winter Gardens this evening, and I would love to go to a picture palace.
Oh, I thought you had a headache.
It's still there, but it was only the journey.
Come here. Are you sure you're all right?
Yes.
You're burning up.
No, I'm fine.
No, believe me.
Let me see your tongue.
This really isn't necessary, Doctor.
Your husband thinks it's necessary. Now open your mouth. Tongue?
I feel fine. I am a nurse.
Pulse is a little fast. I think you're probably right. Long train journey can be stressful. Give her these. They'll relieve the headache and cure the stomach.
Is it a sedative?
Yes, kind of.
Well, I'm not taking it. I told you there's nothing wrong with me.
Would you recommend she rests?
For a day or so. Well,